Hey, this is Alex from Hovr, and this is weight test number 3. Same as weight test number 2, we're going to go with this shelf again. It's about 35-ish pounds. And again, it's that 12-inch projection. Our regular load capacity is at 8-inch projection. The difference here, we're still going into we're still using 3 set screws here. The big difference is we have 4 studs here now, so 8 screws in total. We are using the same bracket that bent when we had it up here. We are going into new screw holes as well with new screws because our screws bent from up here. But yeah, the same bracket. And the one other thing to mention is this time, the blocking is actually going sideways. It's 1 2x4 going horizontally instead of before it was vertical studs at about 24 inch apart. This time it's 1 block going all the way across. But again, we are using 8 screws in total, which is the same as what you would get out of 4 wood studs there as well. Because it is a blocking sideways and there's only a 2x4 space, the bottom screws are projecting upwards a little bit in order to make sure that we hit that blocking fully with all 8 screws. The top ones are all pretty much straight as well. And we are still using this bow portion. It's only really, on these 2 stud locations, but nevertheless it is still there as well. And if anyone's wondering, one of the best methods to get the brackets to engage if you're really tightening the male bracket to the wall is using a block and hammer. The blocking kind of distributes the force that you're applying with the hammer and makes sure the top of the shelf doesn't get damaged. This is a full wood maple shelf here, and we can show the top after, but there's essentially no damage here. That's happened even from hitting it multiple times. And make sure that the brackets are mostly engaged before tightening the set screws. The set screws will, fully make sure the 2 brackets are engaged, the wall and shelf bracket together. But it's always best practice to have them pretty much all the way engaged before tightening the set screws. And just let the set screws do that last little bit there. You want the set screws to be really tight, so at first I start tightening them like this. It's a little hard to see here, but then after I complete it by getting enough leverage here to really tighten those up nice and tight. It's okay if your middle bar ends up bending a bit from the tightening. It really does not have an effect on the load capacity. Just make sure that the 2 brackets are fully engaged. And ensures the best hold possible. Of course, it is best not to bend it as well, but again, it won't have much of an effect on the final load capacity. So going again here, we'll start off with the weights again. 50, 100. And again, don't forget we've got the 12-inch projection here, which reduces load capacity quite significantly. Because the further you go out in projection, the more leverage there is and the lower load capacity you get. So 150 plus 30 is going to be 181. 181 plus 30 is 211. 211, yeah. Plus 25 is going to be 236. Plus 27 is 263. So this is where we failed last time. 263 plus 31. Put this one on the outside here. Oh, yeah, and that's going to fail with this coming on here. I'll put it on and then let it go here. So again, the screws ripped out of the wall here, and a similar thing happened to the last time, which was actually interesting to note. So it seems that even with more screws, load capacity does not necessarily go up much. You can see again here that the screws ripped out of the wall, similar to our last weight test, about 31 pounds past the previous load, even though we had 2 additional wood screws here, representing an additional stud, which I believe might partially also be because we used a side piece of blocking or a horizontal piece of blocking instead of vertical studs. Maybe the top screws as well did not fully grab in to that horizontal blocking or stud there. But again, the 2 brackets are still fully married with each other. You know, outside of the one problem spot, which we already had from our last weight test there. Although, you know, we did straighten it a little bit again. So, yeah, and again, this shelf has about 31 pounds as well on top.